USA Sweden, I asked a bunch of guys last year, is, this rivalry, is it a rivalry? And a lot of guys were like, you have played them a ton, and obviously, again, today, pretty chippy game, physical. I mean, and I don't think they like you very much. I mean, so what is, so how is that just, how do you feel when you play Sweden?
Honestly, it's another game, but they're obviously going to have a chip on their shoulder, especially the group we have now. We've seen a lot of those faces, and we know they're going to be hungry. It doesn't matter if it's now or in the winter at the tournament. They're going to put everything out there and try to play as hard as they can. But we're just going into it any other game and just be a little extra ready.
What does Max Plant bring to this group?
Yeah, getting to know him when he was in the 17s year or 18s year, obviously you realize he's such a loose and outgoing guy, and he's an unbelievable guy outside the rink. But when he's out there, he's really smart. Never really seen him play too much, but that was the first time I really saw him play with the team and even on live. So he's a special player, and it's fun to play in the power play with him too.
A lot was made about your decision to come back to school, and how big of a role did being part of this team play in that decision?
75 maybe, honestly, because honestly, if you go play in the NHL, you don't really. There's a lot of risk if your team's really going to let you go, and if you're having a good start, they're not going to risk anything, or probably wouldn't have been able to play. And you obviously never really know when the last time you're going to put on that USA sweater, so can't really take it for granted, and want to be a good leader for this team and try to do something special for sure.
You give some credit to Joey Slavica, who was in there as the backup goalie.
I said a couple words to him. Thought they'd throw him a bone, maybe put him in the net, but yeah, he seemed like a good kid and a good outgoing kid for sure.
It seemed a little weird seeing the USA helmet on the obviously now we've talked all about you and Will and Gabe, and now it's you and James and Gabe, and it's kind of what has that been like to shift that, and how is James kind of, what has he brought out in you guys, and what are you seeing in him?
Yeah, I think this showcase, playing in these couple of games, really is going to help us a lot within the season and throughout the tournament too, honestly. You want to build chemistry as fast as you can. Obviously the chemistry is there with me and Gabe, and it seems to be that James is already pretty up to speed. We had a lot of good chances tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't put the puck in the net. It is what it is. But yeah, he's awesome. He's a smart player. Obviously his talent speaks for himself, and he's a goofball, so it's just another one to add on to the trio, so it's great.
Yeah, and how is he different from Will? Like, either on the ice, off the ice, whatever.
They're both pretty similar out there, honestly. Their role is pretty much identical. They're both super smart. They can finish. Yeah, they're great players, and they're both going to have really good futures ahead of them. Maybe James a little bit more outgoing off the ice, but maybe not by much. But yeah, they're both awesome.